Hello, myself Dr. Shivakant Pathak, once more available with you to see one more new topic here, that is electric potential due to an electric dipole. This electric potential due to an electric dipole we will calculate under three cases. In that first case we are going to see that is potential at a point on the axis of a dipole. This electric potential at a point on the axis of a dipole. This topic will be clear after watching this diagram here. Let us consider a dipole. We are knowing a dipole is two equal and opposite charges separated by finite distance. So minus q charge plus q charge here. Let it is a center of a dipole. The length of a dipole we are knowing, it is represented by 2L. Center of one charge to center of two charge, two equal and opposite charges separated by a finite distance 2L. In the same axis I am proceeding here, this axis here. This is point P where a smallest positive charge plus Q0 is kept, and with help of this smallest positive charge we want to calculate electric potential at point P. This is called on the axis of a dipole. This line is called on the axis. This point P is at some distance away from here. This distance is here given. This distance is here given R. R distance away from here. Now see carefully some of the calculations here. The test charge will experience two electric potential, one due to negative charge at point A and positive charge at point B, and center is this O. So distance of test charge from positive will be taken, it is R minus L. See, it is L. 2L means L this side, and here also L this side. So it's become L. This is total R and it is L. So R minus L. And from A, see carefully, and from A to test charge it is R plus L. So by this gram, I hope that each and every fundamentals are clear in your mind. A dipole is having charges two equal and opposite separated by a distance 2L, and a test charge is kept at P, and we are going to calculate electric potential at P due to positive Q at B. Due to positive charge, this is what is electric field. We are going to write by this is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by this distance, and this distance is here given R minus L, and I am going to represent it as by equation number 2. Thereafter we are going to see electric potential at P due to negative charge at A minus Q at A. This potential, let it is represented by A, it is due to negative charge, so potential is 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r plus L, represented by equation number 2 here in this case. So these are two potential. Then net potential is algebraic sum of both. Why algebraic sum of both? Because both are a scalar quantity. So net potential is V is equal to VB plus VA. Now this is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r minus L. This is a minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r plus L. Now in both, see, q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is the common. Here is the term 1 upon r minus L and minus 1 by r plus L. Now see, q upon 4 pi epsilon 0, the LCM is r minus L and r plus L becomes r square minus L square, and here is r plus L, and this becomes minus r plus L. So L is cancelled by L, so it is become 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2q. See here, not L cancel, this is r cancel, this becomes 2ql by r square minus L square here in this. This is a net potential. Since we are knowing that electric dipole moment P is equal to 2ql, then potential formula may be written as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 P by r square minus L square. See this equation number 3, which determines the electric potential due to dipole at point P. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, see here in the diagram, focus. So this formula equation 3 represents the electric potential at point P on axis due to a dipole here available. Now come, focus here. Now see here, if a condition, if a certain condition, if R is much greater than L, this implies that R square much greater than L square. So L square can be neglected. When we calculate and neglect L square here in this diagram, electric potential formula becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 P by R square. So this is formula equation 3 is under a certain condition to calculate electric potential, whereas it is for a general formula, and we are knowing this electric potential is a scalar quantity. Now we are going to see the second case in which we are going to see electric potential at a point on the equatorial line of a dipole. This is a dipole dipole on the equatorial line of a dipole. To understand this, let us consider this diagram very carefully. Here is a dipole. This is the situation. Here two equal and opposite charges minus q and plus q are placed here, and let it is O. This is the midpoint of a dipole, and we are considering a perpendicular line here on it. And test charge is plus Q0 is kept here. So this is point A, point B, this is a point O, and it is a point P. Right? The distance between dipole we are generally taking 2L in every cases. Right? And here this case, the distance from the test charge to the dipole is considered in previous case also R. R is this distance, L is this distance. Now we are going to join A with P here and B with P here. So we joined AP and BP with dotted line. And we are going to calculate electric potential at point P. This OP is called equatorial line. Equatorial line. See carefully. This OP is perpendicular on AB. Perpendicular line. It is also called broadside on position. Right? So perpendicular. And what is a tendency? What we will calculate here? What is required to calculate here? So we are going to calculate electric potential at P. We are going to see. Right? The net electric potential is P due to two charge. Due to negative charge minus Q, another due to positive charge plus Q at B. Negative charge at E. Now first of all, we are going to see electric potential at P due to minus Q charge at A. See what is electric potential here? So we are going to see this potential is at VA. It is due to negative charge, so minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by this distance is AP. And I am going to represent it by equation number 1. Now second thing, electric potential at P due to plus Q charge at B is given by formula VB is equal to, this is a positive charge, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by, now it is becomes in place of AP BP. BP see here in the diagram on the equatorial line. Now net potential at P, V is equal to algebraic sum of both potential, and it is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon AP plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon AP, and it is BP. Now see carefully, Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is a common, 1 upon AP, VA is a negative. VA is a negative, see here the value, its sign is. So it's become minus, and it is 1 upon BP. See in the diagram. Now focus here on the diagram. These two sides are equal. This side is a common in both triangle. We are going to see in triangle 1 and 2. These two angles are also equal, perpendicular. Naturally both are a congruent triangle. This implies that this both sides are also equal. So it means that AP is equal to BP. Now see, when we will see here, use here, since AP is equal to BP, then this becomes Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0, 1 upon AP minus 1 upon AP, because both are equal, this is plus, so it becomes Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 in a 2 0 is equal to 0. So potential at equatorial point, at any point on the equatorial line is 0. We can write, this shows that electric potential at any point on equatorial line is 0. Now we are going to see under the third case, that is electric potential at any point. To see the electric potential at any point, let us consider this diagram very, very, very carefully. Then you can understand the fact. So to understand it, let us consider this dipole's position. What is a dipole? Two equal and opposite charges separated by finite distance. This finite distance we always take 2L, right? I am going to take any point here, P, and here at point P the test charge plus Q0 is kept. We are going to see the value of electric potential at this point due to test charge. Now, what is my aim? We are joining these 2 points here. This is, let this point is A and this point is B, and midpoint of it is here, let O. Now I am going to again join. Let me rotate first of all. I am going to join this point BP also. So see here in the diagram, and here the midpoint of a dipole I am making with here, meeting with point P here with a dotted line. Now see some calculations here. From point of B I am drawing a perpendicular on OP. Let this point is C, right? And this OP I am proceeding back in such a way that when we draw perpendicular upon A, it's come perpendicular at this point, 90 degree. This point let is T. See, what does it mean? First of all, if a diagram is clear, we can calculate the everything very carefully. So students were requested to focus on the diagram. First of all, see in this part. Here, in this C, focus here on it. When we draw perpendicular on it, let this angle is theta, and this side is OB is L, because both is 2L. In that condition, we may write OC is equal to this, OC is equal to, this is a 90 degree right angle triangle. Then it's become, it is not a, this is L cos theta. This OC is L cos theta, right? See very carefully here in this diagram, OC is equal to L cos theta. Now see very carefully, let P point is R distance away from point P. This means that OP is L. OP is not OP is R here in the diagram. Now see, OC is L cos theta. Now see, focus again in the diagram. If this angle is theta, this angle is also theta. Right? This angle is also the vertically opposite angle. This is 90 degree. So triangle ADO is right angle. In that condition, this OD is again L cos theta. This indicates that these two lines are equal. Now see, sum up the case. Here in this triangle, one more thing is here, BPUC. See my pen, BP. If both are perpendicular, it is equal to CP. And same like as you see, AP is equal to, this is a perpendicular here, it means that it is DP. Now see, by these observations, what I want to obtain, going to obtain. See very carefully, if BP is equal to CP, then this CP is equal to OP. This is OP minus OC. OP is, see here R, and OC is L cos theta. R minus L cos theta. Now one more, see very carefully. Now see another thing. If AP, now see it, AP is equal to DP, and by this diagram DP is equal to DO plus OP. DO plus OP. So see, DO is L cos theta plus R. This is, see very carefully, these two things we will applicable here in it. Now come in the routine method. Keep here. We are going to see electric potential at point P, due to minus Q charge at A. This is electric potential at A. Formula 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Focus on the diagram with the equation. It is 1 Q by, what is the distance minus AP? This distance is AP, and this AP is equal to, we may write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Q by AP is L cos theta plus R, or we may write R plus L cos theta, both. Since it is negative charge, so it is given by negative sign. Let's see, it is equation number 1. Now come here in it, electric potential at point P due to positive charge at B. So in that condition, BB is equal to, this is plus sign, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Q by, similarly the distance become BP, or 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Q by BP is R minus L cos theta, and Vp is, so routine just like in first and second case, net potential is V is equal to Va plus Vb. So Vb is the positive, so first of all I am going to write positive 1 upon Vb plus Va I am going to write. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r minus L cos theta plus minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r plus L cos theta. Now see, this V is, the common term is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is the common. The LCM is r square minus L square cos square theta, r minus L cos theta, r plus L cos theta. Now here becomes r plus L cos theta minus r L cos theta, right? So r is a cancel both side, so net potential becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2ql by r square minus L square cos square theta. This is represented by equation 4. Equation 4 can also be written in this form. See here, electric potential V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, 2ql is equal to P. In place of 2ql, we are going to write P electric dipole moment upon r square minus L square cos square theta. This is the final formula to calculate the electric potential at any point on the equatorial line. And one more, keep in mind that if you are not doing the part 1 and part 2, right? So by keeping the value of a theta only, we can obtain the potential at both points of the first both cases. Clear? So you are requested here to see all three very carefully to understand the clear concept on the axis, at the equatorial line, or at any point on the dipole. This is for today. Thank you and have a nice day to all.